Welcome to CoPilot 411. We're here today to bring you a review on an awesome quadcopter. Actually, we have three that are identical. These are awesome, solid little quadcopters, brushless motors, solid camera, great distance, everything. Well, we got three of them. They're identical. We can only do one at a time, so make sure and like and subscribe to the channel so that you can get the latest reviews when they pop out. But today we've got to pick one. I picked the Beyondsky B5 to do this review on. This is an awesome little quadcopter. Sleek machine, jet black, got that stealth vibe going on with it. Brushless motors. It's got a sports mode. I mean, she'll go pretty fast. It's got a 3-axis gimbal on this particular quadcopter, so your video is going to be extremely smooth. It's also got a 4K camera, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But I'm going to continue talking about some of the features it's got. Battery loads into the back. You actually have a TF or micro SD card slot in the back. It actually has a, it looks to be a USB-C, and I'm assuming you could probably load right into your computer images off of your TF card. We just always take ours out and load it on the computer. You load the battery in the back, it locks into place. The battery actually has 4 lights on the back indicating how much charge it's got. This white button right here on the back right here is actually a light, and it's the power button to power on the quadcopter. Flight characteristics of this unit is awesome. It handles good in the sky. It's a GPS drone, and wherever you park it in the sky, it'll stay until you give it more instructions from the controller. So great handling on this quadcopter. The only drawback I could say about this quadcopter is probably the yaw speed, or how it rotates. It is slow. No matter what speed setting you put it on, it's the same yaw, which is slow. That has its benefits and it has its drawbacks. The benefits is when you are actually turning, your video ain't yanking around where it's yawing around so fast. So that is a benefit, but it is slow. So when you're flying and you want to yaw and turn, it's going to take a wide turn on that. It's not going to spin around on a dime. So it's a give and take. I will take it because the video footage on this camera is great. It does fly fast. It maneuvers good. Whatever you put in on the sticks, it'll actually respond to, and is very responsive. The controller on this is a great controller. It's actually substantial. It's a good build quality. It actually has the fold out arms on the bottom, which I really like because I got big hands, and it makes it nice where I can get my hands on the actual controller. The phone actually goes in the bottom down here. What's really nice about this particular unit is it also, it's not Wi-Fi to your phone. It actually has a plug that plugs into the controller, and then it plugs into your phone, and all your transmission goes through the controller itself, which gives you great distance with this quadcopter. We've flown it out to 1,000, 2,000, and a little beyond 2,000 feet, and never lost FPV, and we could have kept going. But this thing turns into a small dot in the sky at 2,000 feet. The actual box, I believe, states 2 miles. I get a little confused because we have some other drones that is identical to this, and some of the information on the boxes might not be on this one, but it's on the other one, and it's the exact same drone. Make sure and stay tuned, like and subscribe, so you'll know what we're talking about, because the other drones are identical to this. But like I say, we've flown this out to 2,000, probably 2,400 feet, and everything worked great. This controller feels good. It has a few buttons on it. You actually have a button up here for takeoff and land. You actually have a return to home button up here. You have a slide button to put it in sports, and to far as slow speed. On the top, you have a camera. You have a video button. You have a gimbal roll. There's a FN button, which is a function button. If you press it, your gimbal roll turns into, you can magnify your camera and zoom in. It also has a power button. The antennas are real. It has a charging port, micro USB charging port right here on the top for charging the unit. Great controller, great distance. I mean, it's just, I'm going to say one of my favorite things. I can't say enough about this drone because it's a great little drone. The battery on this, we've already talked, it's got some indicator lights, 4 of them, that lets you know how much charge it's got. The white is a power button that you can press, and it'll show you the actual, how much power this battery's got in it, and that's what cuts the drone on when the battery's in the unit. There is no charging port on the battery. It comes with a little sled charger that you take the battery, you actually put it on a sled, it actually lines up with the pins, and you have a micro USB port on the sled that you will charge the unit. It has a light at the top up here that blinks red when it's charging, and when it's charged, it'll either turn green or blue, and letting you know that it's charged. Pretty neat unit. The only drawback I have to this is if you have multiple batteries, you only have one of these charging sleds, you can only charge one battery at a time. So that's a drawback, but I can live with it with the images that come off this quadcopter. It is a 4K camera. The drawback to the 4K camera is 4K 15 frames per second, which when you watch the video back, those 15 frames per second, it kind of looks like the video's jumping or lagging. We actually put it in 2.7, 30 frames per second, and the video's great on it. And that leads us to, let's look at those videos. Everything you're going to see is going to be 2.7. So let's go look at those videos and the pictures and stuff with the quadcopter. Welcome back. You've seen the videos, you've seen the pictures of the quadcopter, the remote. I think the video is pretty good. I think the distance we get on this quadcopter is great. It is a solid little quadcopter, solid little camera. My famous words are, can't say enough about this quadcopter. It's just a great little quadcopter. For video images, it's spot on. You'll hear people talk about, well, it's not professional quality, or, you know, I'm not a professional. I do this for fun, and it's close enough to perfect for me. So I'm not going to complain about the video quality coming out of this quadcopter. I like the fact that it does have that TF card. I do like the fact that the actual controller is hardwired to your cell phone. Great distance. You don't have to worry about losing FPV or anything like that. Solid quadcopter. Like I say, we have 2 other quadcopters with different names on it. They're all identical. And you need to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see what those other quadcopters are, because they range in all grades at different prices. So if you like this quadcopter and you find this one and it's extremely expensive, you might be able to find one of the others that's not as expensive. Because if you're like us, we're always looking, and the prices fluctuate all over the place. They're high one day, cheap one day, on sale the next day. This is a great quadcopter. And like I say, we've got 2 more that we're going to review. We're going to do a head-to-head comparison on them. So stay tuned to the channel. I hope this was helpful. I hope you've learned something about this quadcopter. We appreciate you watching.